to the kitchen, you either know how to throw down or burn it down.
Well, our guest today sets off alarms with her bad cooking. Take a look.
Is that a fire?
Well, it was a fire. Fire. Wow. That was intense.
I'm feeling kind of nervous now. I'm like, okay, I don't want to go home. It's a little brown for my taste, but maybe the chef will like it.
Man.
Robert, please don't send me home.
Some of us can relate.
Yeah.
Now that was Kimberly Worthy on Food Network's Worst Cooks in America, and she joins us now to talk about her experience. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, obviously, we just watched a clip of you on Worst Cooks in America, and you were a contestant on the show back in 2018, but you were there to redeem yourself. When did you first make your appearance on the network?
So I originally came to the Food Network in 2016 on Worst Bakers.
Okay.
And I came back in 2018 for Worst Cooks.
All right. So I watched some of your highlight reel. You mentioned Chef Robert a lot. And when you said he had the guns, I was like, finally, someone's saying what I've been thinking.
I mean, he does.
What was it like working with him?
It was distracting. I mean, you know, I'm there to cook, but I cannot neglect the obvious. The man is fine.
Yes.
Okay? Just gonna keep it real. Okay. Look at that.
I know.
Exactly.
I'm trying to concentrate. I'm trying to remember recipes, but I'm not even listening to him. I'm just looking at him.
And when he came over, he said, I told you how to cut the tomato. I was like, yes, you better put your foot down.
Exactly.
I love it. So, okay, talk about your fear of eggs on the show.
Okay, so that really plays out in Worst Bakers. History lesson here. A while ago, I had a roommate, and her and I went shopping at the farmer's market, and we bought some eggs. Later on, our refrigerator went out. Everything went sour, okay? And we literally forgot those eggs in our refrigerator for months. When we went to look at those eggs, it was a feather and blood, okay? Coming out of the egg.
Stop.
I was totally grossed out. No, I'm so serious.
No.
And it's like, in theory, you know chickens come from eggs. You know that. But you don't think about it when you're eating them or when you're cracking them. And so from that moment on, I'm just like, I cannot crack an egg at all.
I never thought about that.
I never thought, and I love eggs.
Mm-hmm.
The fear
They're
of
healthy.
like maybe like biting into a chicken.
I'm not even going to think about
You
it.
got me rethinking eggs now. All right, you also seem to struggle with cutting a whole chicken. Speaking
I'm
of
like
chickens,
that too.
Yeah, I kind of feel you though.
I cannot cut anything that looks like what it was. You know, what's that song? My Baloney Has a First Name. Like,
Oh yeah.
if it looks like what it was in a past life, I cannot deal with it. Ground it up, slice it, and give it to me. But literally, and they knew that. They knew that I was terrified of things that had heads. So I can't even look at that to this day. I'm literally like,
Oh, yeah. Nope, they got to get that head off.
Oh my God, you're
Oh my God.
hilarious.
that was horrible.
Oh my goodness. I can only imagine how traumatizing. As you can see how you look right there.
It's oh my God! I just said it. Yes, see, I'm still traumatized. Oh.
Well, you entered the show so you could bring out the Southern Belle in the kitchen in hopes of finding a man. So, did you find one?
I haven't cooked that recipe yet. I guess I'm still missing some ingredients, but I was confident. Like you go on the show, you learn how to cook. That's the quality I'm missing being from the South.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, you know, maybe it's the men. Maybe they're missing a quality that I haven't found yet.
Oh,
That's a good one.
That's a good way to think about it, especially being from the South. It's so much pressure to be a great cook.
Of course.
Like when I tell people I'm from New Orleans, they expect me to, you know, whip up a pot of gumbo and some jambalaya. And I'm like, my mom can do that.
Yeah.
But
Or red beans.
yes, I just haven't got that skill yet.
Yeah.
Exactly. Me neither.
Yeah. All right. Well, the kitchen may not be your area of creativity, but you know, you make up for it in the classroom. So when we come back, Kimberly, she'll share with us her experience with childhood bullying, which inspired her to write and publish her first children's book. We'll be right back.
And we're back with Kimberly Worthy. I have to say, you are one of our funniest guests that we've ever interviewed.
I definitely agree.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so you're also an accomplished children's book author. How did an incident with bullying actually inspire you to publish your first book?
So back in middle school, I was just teased and bullied to nonstop, and it made me go into a shell. I know you see me like vibrant and talkative now, but I wasn't always like that. I was very shy, and so I had a teacher in the 7th grade, and she told me, Kimberly, it's not healthy to be, a mute. You need to verbalize what you're going through. And she told me about writing. And so I just started writing down my thoughts and everything. And then she introduced poetry to me. And I started like compiling those thoughts into actual structural poems. And that poem book eventually came to be Poetry Is Not Just Rhyming.
Wow.
Oh, I love that. So talk more about your book series and the TV show.
Awesome. So Poetry Is Not Just Rhyming, the volume 1, which is the yellow book. So that one actually starts at like alliterations, and we go all the way to onomatopoeias, and it teaches you how to construct a poem. And it's also a coloring book. So each poem has a picture you can color. And we also have workbook pages in there as well. So you can track your child's progress and they can create their own poem from what they've learned so far.